Welcome to Lento English. Ready to level up your English? Here we learn through stories, slow, clear, and fun. Listen, relax, and enjoy the journey.
1. Introduction. Welcome to a journey about Vietnam. This country in Southeast Asia has a very long history and a rich culture. Many people know Vietnam for different things. Some think of its beautiful nature. Others think of its tasty food. This first chapter introduces what we will learn together. Vietnam is a land of amazing sights. You can see tall mountains and green rice fields. There are also long, sunny beaches. We will explore some of these wonderful places. We will also learn about the country's famous food. Vietnamese food is known for its fresh ingredients and special flavors. We will talk about popular dishes like pho, a noodle soup, and banh mi, a tasty sandwich. Besides nature and food, Vietnam has a deep history. It has very old towns and grand palaces. These places tell important stories of the past. We will learn about historical sites that show Vietnam's long journey. We will also look at the country's special traditions and culture. People in Vietnam have unique customs and strong family values. They celebrate important holidays like the Lunar New Year. They also make beautiful art and crafts. This lesson will help you understand Vietnam better. It is a unique and fascinating land. We will learn about its people, places, and history. We will not take any sides when talking about difficult parts of its past. Our main goal is to learn facts and understand this interesting country simply. By the end, you will know much more about Vietnam and why it is special. This journey will show you many wonderful things about this strong and beautiful nation. 2. Famous Vietnamese food. Vietnamese food is very famous. People around the world love its fresh taste. It uses many good things from nature. This makes the food special and full of different tastes. When you visit Vietnam, you will see many places to eat. From small shops on the street to big restaurants, food is everywhere. Eating is a big part of life in Vietnam. One very famous dish is pho. Pho is a warm noodle soup. It is like the national food of Vietnam. You can find pho in every city and every town. Many people eat pho for breakfast, but you can have it any time of the day. The soup has soft noodles and a clear, tasty broth. Usually it comes with thin slices of beef or chicken. People also add fresh green herbs like mint and basil to their pho. A squeeze of lime juice makes it even better. The smell of pho cooking is wonderful. It is a comforting and delicious meal for everyone. Another popular food is banh mi. Banh mi is a special Vietnamese sandwich. It is a very common street food. You can buy banh mi from small carts on the side of the road. It uses a crispy baguette, a type of bread. The bread is soft inside and crunchy outside. Inside the banh mi, there are many fillings. People often put cooked pork or tasty pâté. They also add fresh vegetables like cucumber and cilantro. Pickled carrots and daikon radish give it a sweet and sour taste. Sometimes there is also a little bit of chili for a spicy kick. Banh mi is a quick and filling meal. It is perfect for when you are walking around and want something delicious to eat. Vietnam is also well known for its coffee. Many people in Vietnam love to drink coffee. The coffee is strong and has a rich flavor. It is often brewed slowly, drop by drop, into a cup. Sometimes people drink it black. Other times they add sweet condensed milk. This makes the coffee creamy and very sweet. It is a popular drink to have in the morning or in the afternoon with friends. There is also a very special type of coffee called egg coffee. It is called coffee trung in Vietnamese. This coffee has a thick, creamy layer on top. This creamy layer is made from egg yolks, sugar, and condensed milk. It tastes a little like a sweet dessert. Egg coffee is a unique and delicious drink that many visitors want to try. It shows how creative Vietnamese people are with their food and drinks. These are just a few examples of the wonderful food you can find in Vietnam. Every dish tells a story about the country's culture and its fresh ingredients. Trying the food is a big part of understanding Vietnam. 3. Amazing natural places. Vietnam is a country with many beautiful natural places. Its outdoors are truly amazing to see. From high mountains to wide beaches, there is a lot to explore. These places show the diverse beauty of the land. One of the most famous natural places is Ha Long Bay. This bay is in the north of Vietnam. It is known for its thousands of big limestone islands. These islands come out of the blue water. They look very special and unique. Ha Long Bay is so important that it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This means it is a place that is important for the whole world. Many people like to visit Ha Long Bay. They often take a boat or a cruise to see the islands up close. The water is often calm and the views are very peaceful. Seeing the islands at sunrise or sunset is a wonderful experience. The natural shapes of the islands tell a quiet story of time. Another beautiful natural site in Vietnam is the rice terraces. These are found in the mountains, especially in places like Sapa. The rice terraces look like giant stairs built into the hillsides. Farmers grow rice on these fields. Depending on the season, the terraces can be bright green or golden yellow. When the sun shines on them, they look truly stunning. Walking near these terraces gives visitors a chance to see how people live and work with nature. The air in the mountains is fresh, and the views are wide and open. Vietnam also has a very long coastline. Because of this, it has many beautiful beaches. These beaches are perfect for relaxing and enjoying the sun. The two popular places with nice beaches are Da Nang and Phu Quoc Island. In Da Nang, you can find long stretches of sand and clear water. Phu Quoc is an island in the south, known for its warm weather and beautiful shores. On these beaches, you can swim, lie in the sun, or just listen to the sound of the waves. The soft sand and blue ocean make them great places for a vacation. These natural places show how diverse and beautiful Vietnam's landscapes are. They offer different kinds of experiences for everyone who visits. From the quiet magic of Ha Long Bay to the green farms of Sapa and the sunny beaches, Vietnam's natural world is truly special. 4. Old towns and palaces. Vietnam has a very long and interesting history. You can see this history in many old towns and grand buildings across the country. These places tell stories of how people lived and how the country grew over many hundreds of years. They are like windows to the past, showing us different parts of Vietnam's journey. One very special place is Hoi, an ancient town located in central Vietnam. This town was once a very busy and important trading port. For many centuries, ships from different countries like Japan, China, and Europe came here. They traded valuable goods such as silk, spices, and tea. Today, Hoi An is still wonderfully beautiful. Its old buildings are very well preserved. You can walk through narrow, winding streets and see many old houses, temples, and a famous Japanese covered bridge. The houses often have warm yellow walls and traditional red roofs. In the evening, the town lights up with hundreds of colorful lanterns, making it feel magical. It truly feels like stepping back in time. Hoi An shows us how trade and different cultures mixed in Vietnam's rich past. Another extremely important historical place is the imperial city of Hue. Hue was the capital city of Vietnam for a long time. It was the home of the last kings of Vietnam, who belonged to the Nguyen dynasty. These kings ruled the country for more than 140 years, from the early 1800s until the mid-1900s. The imperial city is a very large area surrounded by thick walls and a moat. Inside, there are many grand palaces, beautiful temples, and royal gardens. You can see the grand gates that lead into the city. The Purple Forbidden City was a special area where only the emperor, his family, and his closest servants could go. Much of the city was damaged in past wars, but many parts have been carefully rebuilt or restored. Hue is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized as very important to the world's history and culture. Visiting Hue helps us understand the power and traditions of Vietnam's past rulers. Both Hoi An and Hue are more than just old places. They are living examples of Vietnam's rich history and deep heritage. They help us learn about different aspects of the past, from busy trade and cultural exchange in Hoi An to the grand lives of emperors in Hue. These old towns and palaces are beautiful reminders of Vietnam's long journey and its strong identity today. 5. A story of a long war. Vietnam is a country with a very long and interesting history. This history includes a difficult period that many people remember. This time was a long war. It had a big effect on the whole country and its people. We will learn about this important part of Vietnam's past in a neutral way, understanding the events without taking sides. The war was a conflict that lasted for many years. It was a fight between two main parts of Vietnam. One part was North Vietnam. The other part was South Vietnam. These two parts had different ideas about how the country should be governed and what its future should look like. These differences led to a very serious and costly conflict. The disagreements grew, and fighting began, spreading across the land. Many other countries became involved in this war. They chose sides and offered help and support. The United States was a principal ally for South Vietnam. This means the United States gave a lot of military and financial support to the South Vietnamese side. The involvement of other powerful countries made the war even larger and more complex. It was not just a conflict within Vietnam's borders. It became a global issue, watched by many nations around the world, with different countries supporting different sides. This made the war last longer and become more intense. The war was very long, continuing for over a decade. It caused a lot of challenges and suffering for the people of Vietnam. It was also very costly, not just in money and resources, but most importantly in human lives. Many people lost their lives during this time. Families were torn apart and homes were destroyed. The beautiful landscapes of Vietnam, which we learned about in earlier chapters, were impacted by the fighting. It was a time of great struggle and hardship for everyone living in Vietnam, regardless of which side they supported. The continuous fighting brought much sadness and destruction to the land and its people. Finally, after years of intense conflict, the war came to an end. This happened in the year 1975. After a long period of fighting, a resolution was reached and the guns fell silent. This was a very significant moment for Vietnam, marking the conclusion of a difficult chapter in its history. The end of the war brought a major and lasting change to the country. It led to the reunification of Vietnam. This means that North Vietnam and South Vietnam, which had been divided for a long time, became one country again. The long division ended, and Vietnam became a single, united nation. This marked a new beginning for the country, allowing it to start healing and rebuilding after the years of conflict. Today, the story of this long war is an important part of Vietnam's national memory and identity. It reminds people of the country's resilience, its strength, and its journey to peace and unity. It shows how Vietnam overcame a very difficult period to become the strong and developing country it is today. While it was a time of great challenge, it also led to the country becoming whole again, ready to build a new and brighter future for all its people. 6. Special Vietnamese culture. Vietnamese culture is very special. It is a mix of old ways and new ideas. For many years, people in Vietnam have kept their traditions alive. These traditions help people feel connected to their past and to each other. One very important part of Vietnamese culture is family. Family is not just parents and children. It includes grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins. People often live close to their families. They help each other and share many things. Respect for older people is a big part of this. Young people listen to their elders and learn from them. This strong family bond makes Vietnamese society very close. Another key tradition is honoring ancestors. This means showing respect to family members who have passed away. Many homes have a special altar. On this altar, families place pictures of their ancestors. They offer food, flowers, and incense. This tradition shows love and gratitude. People believe that ancestors watch over their families. They ask ancestors for good luck and health. This custom helps families remember their roots and history. It connects people across many generations. The biggest holiday in Vietnam is the Lunar New Year. It is called Tet. Tet is usually in late January or early February. It is a time for new beginnings. Before Tet, people clean their homes very well. They buy new clothes and special food. During Tet, families gather together. People travel to their hometowns to be with relatives. They exchange wishes for good luck and happiness. Children receive lucky money in red envelopes. Many special foods are eaten, like sticky rice cakes. People visit pagodas and temples to pray for a good year. Tet is a joyful time that brings everyone closer. It is a time for forgiveness and fresh starts. Even though Vietnam is becoming more modern, these old customs are still very important. Young people use smartphones and social media, but they still celebrate Tet with their families. They still respect their elders and honor their ancestors. New buildings stand next to old temples. Fast cars drive past traditional markets. This shows how Vietnam keeps its special culture while growing and changing. The past and the present live together in harmony, making Vietnam truly unique. 7. Art and old crafts. Vietnam is a country where people create many beautiful things. These items are called traditional arts and crafts. They show the long history and amazing skills of the Vietnamese people. Many of these crafts have been made for hundreds of years. One important craft is making things from silk. Silk comes from small worms. People collect silk threads and weave them into soft, shiny fabric. This fabric is very beautiful. Vietnamese artists use silk to make lovely clothes, scarves, and paintings. The colors on silk are often bright, showing scenes of nature or daily life. Silk products are popular gifts. Another old art form is lacquerware. This craft uses a special sap from trees. Artists apply many thin layers of this sap onto wooden or bamboo objects. Each layer must dry before the next. This process can take a long time, sometimes many weeks. After many layers, the surface is polished until it is very smooth and shiny. Lacquerware can be black, red, or brown, often with gold designs. People make bowls, trays, and beautiful pictures using this method. Pottery is also a very old craft in Vietnam. People make pottery from clay. They shape the clay by hand or use a special wheel. Then the clay objects are dried and put into a very hot oven. This makes the clay hard and strong. Vietnamese potters create many different things like plates, cups, and vases. Each piece of pottery is unique and shows the skill of the person who made it. Perhaps one of the most unique art forms is water puppetry. This special show started about 11 centuries ago. It is performed on a stage of water. The puppeteers stand hidden behind a screen. They use long bamboo rods and strings to control the puppets. The puppets seem to dance and move on the water's surface. Water puppetry tells stories about Vietnamese village life and old legends. Music and singing often go with the show. It is a magical experience. These traditional arts and crafts are an important part of Vietnamese culture. They show the creativity and talent of the Vietnamese people. They keep old traditions alive and share the beauty of Vietnam. 8. Vietnam today and tomorrow. This final chapter brings us to the end of our journey through Vietnam. We have learned many things about this special country and its people. We tasted the delicious food, like the famous pho noodle soup and the tasty banh mi sandwich. We also learned about Vietnam's strong coffee culture, including the special egg coffee. We saw the amazing natural places. We imagined the thousands of limestone islands in Ha Long Bay. We pictured the green and yellow rice fields in the mountains of Sapa. We also relaxed on the sunny beaches in places like Da Nang and Phu Quoc Island. We walked through Vietnam's long history. We visited the old trading town of Hoi An and the grand imperial city of Hue, which was once the capital. We also understood the story of a long war and how the country became one in 1975. We learned about the special Vietnamese culture. Family is very important, and people honor their ancestors. We talked about Tet, the Lunar New Year, which is the biggest holiday of the year. We also saw the beautiful art and crafts like silk weaving, shiny lacquerware, and traditional pottery. We watched the unique show of water puppetry, an old art form. Today, Vietnam is a country that is growing and changing very fast. It is a mix of old and new. In big cities like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, you can see modern buildings next to ancient temples. Young people use new technology, but they also celebrate old customs and traditions. The country has worked hard to build a good future. Many people visit Vietnam now from all over the world. They come to see its beauty, taste its food, and feel its spirit. Tourism is an important part of Vietnam's growth. Vietnam is a strong nation. It has faced many challenges in the past, but it always looks forward. Its people are hardworking and friendly. The future of Vietnam looks bright. It is a country that remembers its history but also builds for tomorrow. It is a land of beauty, rich culture, and hope. This journey has shown us why Vietnam is so unique and wonderful. It is truly a fascinating place today and for many years to come.